folks, Mrs. Mime 100 here, and we have some breaking news from Niantic. Pokemon Go has released more information about our upcoming Go Fest events this August 2023, including the FAQ section. Let's dive right into it. So, I'm jumping straight to the New York City one because that is the one I've been dropping most information about, and apologies in advance because this video is going to be edited very quickly and it might not be as shiny and polished as my other ones, but don't worry, I'm going to give you all the information that you need. So, in our last few videos, we talked about parking, we talked about the ferry, and we have answers now. There are answers in this. I'm going to scroll right to the bottom. Frequently asked questions. So, where are the entrances? Here are the entrances. There are two entrances. The north entrance is going to be from the Bronx, as I predicted, and then the Manhattan entrance is pedestrian access to 133rd Street. Street drop-off point. I don't know what that means. South entrance is located between the Salt Marsh and Harlem River event area. Yeah, so that's, let's look at the map. Okay, well, the Salt Marsh is here. I actually walked through it on my preview of the park. So I think the south entrance is gonna be like this way. This way, and then it's just gonna be this part of the park. So for everyone that I told you can walk this way, you definitely still can. South entrance is still gonna be coming from this way. But another really important piece of news that we got is it is going to be accessible by public transportation. So you can take the 456 train to 125th Street, like I mentioned, and walk across. Round trip is $5.50, that is correct. You can take the M35 bus from 125th Street to Randall's Island Park, which I've mentioned before too. Round trip for that's a $6.50, and I'm not sure that is actually correct, because I'm pretty sure it's the same price as a regular subway ride, which is $2.75, even if you're using the contactless pay, which is the tap and go that I mentioned. I don't know, TBD on that one, but there is a ferry service. They're doing the ferry service. Yes, excellent. There's more details to come on that, but you do have to purchase a ticket. Usually these tickets are like the same price as a subway ride, so that's important to know. Bikes, wheeled access, yep, that's there. Like I mentioned, walking, that is there, walking from Queens. Yeah, note that these are not ADA accessible. Thank you for mentioning that, because I put those in the video. I didn't know if it was important for everyone, but it is important for some people to know, so I'm glad that they put them in the FAQs. This is information on how to get to New York in general. I'm going to talk in a separate video about the best ways to get to the city from like the different airports and things like that, so keep an eye out on that soon. Interesting. Okay, so they're only doing drop-offs for ride shares to access to the pedestrian bridges, so you cannot actually get to Randall's Island. There is no parking on Randall's Island. That is a very big correction from my last video where I said there might be limited parking. There is no parking on Randall's Island, so unfortunately you will not be able to park on Randall's Island at all. I know there were some comments that said some folks were planning to. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case, as mentioned here in the video. So they do provide a list of areas that have some nearby parking, some parking garages. I can't vouch for any of them individually, but like I said, you could street park if you want to. Parking garages do get expensive, so that is, you know, something like that. It does say ADA accessible parking is limited and available to Randall's Island parking on first come, first served. If you do not have an ADA placard for your vehicle, you will not be permitted to park. So, that's what I was trying to hint at with my last videos. If you need ADA accessible parking, there is limited first come, first serve on the park. But if you do not fall in that category, if you do not have the placard for your car, you cannot park on the island. Do not drive to the island. Ride shares cannot even get onto the island. They will drop you off at the footbridges, which I think is actually smarter. It'll be less traffic. That was a good decision, I think. We'll see how this plays out. But anyway, I think that's kind of everything. We don't have any information, like we don't have an exact map yet, but based on like the where the entrances part, it looks like it's going to be like the upper half of the island, like I predicted, but you can still walk in from like those lower footpath bridges to get up to the north side. So that's good to know. I think that's just sort of like the most important updates that I wanted to drop immediately to correct myself from my last video, since we didn't have the exact information yet. And now we do. So, let me know in the comments below. I'll also drop a link to this. This is Pokemon Go Live's official website, so this is all the official information. But if you want to look at it, rather than watching this video again, although I wouldn't mind you watching this video again, you can definitely check that out there. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to hit subscribe to this video, because I'm going to drop you more information about New York City that the FAQs aren't going to tell you. Coming soon. Thanks so much for watching. See y'all next time. See you in New York. Go Fizz! Bye!